want to stop that because that was rubbish. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Carl, and in my last video I talked about 10 things that really suck about being in a wheelchair. If you haven't already seen that video, I'll put a link in the top right of the screen, so please watch that if you like. But otherwise, let's just get straight into this video. The 10 things that are cool about using a wheelchair. Number 1. So one of the great things about using a wheelchair is that I can go for a really long walk. I can pretty much walk all day, and people who come with me, people who actually walk, get tired and they're panting and puffing and sweating, and I just sit there being like, what's wrong? It's fine. I don't get tired at all. So that's one big benefit of using a wheelchair. The second thing that's cool about using a wheelchair is that if I'm going for a walk down a busy street and there are lots of oncoming pedestrians, they actually freak out quite a lot and they get really scared of my chair, and it means that they move out of the way. So it's a bit like, parting a wave, where my chair kind of freaks people out and then they just move out of the way and I can easily get past them even if it's a really busy street. So that's something which is very useful when I'm in a rush. The third thing which is cool about using a wheelchair is when I'm wanting to cross a road at a pedestrian crossing, cars always stop for me and let me cross. And I didn't think this was, abnormal or unique to being in a wheelchair until someone actually told me that this doesn't happen to them. And I just thought people were really polite, but apparently my wheelchair makes people extra polite, so that's a benefit. Number 4 is that I can give people a lift on the back of my wheelchair. So I can pretty much carry people, full-size adult humans. I can give them a lift. So if they're tired or I'm in a rush, I can pretty much just say, jump on the back of my wheelchair and let's hurry up. The fifth thing which is great about using a wheelchair is I have what is called a companion card, and the companion card lets someone else coming with me get into venues for free. So this might be concerts or sporting games or the movies, and they can come in for free. And this is meant to be for support workers and things like that, but it doesn't mean that I can't have a friend and pretend that they're a support worker and then split the ticket in half and save 50% on pretty much every event. So related to that point, it's even better in Italy. So I went to Italy in January and I got to go everywhere for free. So I went to the Parthenon for free, the Colosseum for free, I went to the Vatican for free, I went to the Sistine Chapel for free, and I'm not sure what it is with the Catholics, but they love people in a wheelchair and they love giving me free entry, and I'm all about that. I love bargains. The sixth thing which is cool about using a wheelchair is the fact that my bag never ever gets searched. So I can literally go to bars or venues or clubs or wherever I want to go and no one ever searches my bag. I think they're a little bit scared, which works in my favour, because when I was young and irresponsible, I may have smuggled some things in my bag which perhaps shouldn't have been in there. And I'm not talking about drugs, so don't stress. I'm just talking about the common drug, which is alcohol. And if the police are watching, I'm sorry. The seventh thing which is great about using a wheelchair is the fact that I have a magical power, and that is that I can skip lots of queues. So a couple of years ago, I went to the Australian Open, went to the tennis, and I went with my girlfriend and some other friends, and we went in there and went up the elevator and got in straight away. And I thought that was completely normal, but what I didn't realise was that apparently people had been queuing for, you know, an hour plus, waiting to get in, and we just got ushered up through a lift into a secret entrance. So that was pretty cool. The 8th thing which is really useful about being in a wheelchair is that I'm actually quite a good wingman. So if some friends, you know, might be interested in someone and they're maybe not confident enough to want to go up and say hello, I can go up and say hello and say, hey, my friend is interested in you. And rather than the girl or boy being like, go away, they can't say that to a person in a wheelchair. They have to at least pretend to be interested in giving me their number, which obviously is not for me, but it's for my friend. And so I'm pretty much the ultimate wingman. You're welcome. The 9th thing which is cool about using a wheelchair is the fact that I can carry lots and lots of shopping, and I can carry people's shopping, carry their bags, carry their stuff, and again, I can't really feel it because I can carry people, so I can definitely carry a couple of bags. So I am extremely useful when we go out shopping with other people. They can just load me up, put their coat on me, carry their shopping, whatever. I'm literally a glorified bag holder, but it's a community service and I do it out of love. The final thing which is great about using a wheelchair relates to my other video, which hopefully you've already watched, or at least will watch in a minute. But it relates to the fact that I am a really cheap feed because I don't eat very much. In my other video I mentioned that it sucks when you're in a wheelchair because you don't burn off any calories because you don't really move. But at the same time, because I'm not burning off any calories and I'm not moving, I literally don't eat very much, which saves lots of money. And it means we can literally, you know, have half a meal, take the rest home, leftovers next day. It's great. Thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in the type of weird stuff that I post. And as I said at the start of the video, if you are wanting to know 10 things that suck about being in a wheelchair, I made another video so you can watch that as well. Oh, and if you have any ideas or comments, or you want me to talk about other random stuff, please leave a comment and I'll read it, and if inspiration strikes, I'll make another video. So thanks. Bye.